John Nichols is a political writer for The Nation, whose most recent article is "They Love the Lies Paul Ryan Tells." You were on the floor of the convention last night. Why do you say lies?
Because, in fact, they were lies. I mean, I don't like to use the term lie. In fact, I write about politics a lot, and I'm very, very careful not to throw it around because I think it's used too casually, and thus it loses some of its meaning. So I almost never put the word lie in a headline. But in this case, I was sitting there listening to the speech, and frankly, to be honest, I'll give you a good sort of inside way of saying it. I thought it would take me about an hour to finish out writing on this speech. It took several hours because I felt I had to go through each of the major deceptions in the speech, and there were so many of them. You began with his hometown story, where he talked about the General Motors plant in Janesville. Now, I've been at that plant. I've been in the UAW hall outside of it. I followed the struggle over its closure day by day. I know when it closed. It closed around Christmas in 2008 when George Bush was president of the United States. And yet, clearly in his speech, Paul Ryan tried to suggest that it was President Obama or President Obama's policies that had something to do with the closure. And so that was the beginning point. And then, we go step by step through his references to Obamacare, his references to Medicare, his references to austerity, or at least to the necessity of doing something because of debt. All of these things are rooted in deception. These were things that have been called out by PolitiFact, by Fact Check. I mean, there have been major reports in the media saying that what he's saying is false. And he just got right up there at the Republican National Convention, stared right into that camera, and said it once more.